Hello guys, AnimeUpRise, how's it going? Today, we're doing another video. With this ends this chapter of my life. This is the last Japan video, unless you guys got a video to recommend to me to talk about Japan, if you guys have a topic you want me to talk about. But if not, then this is the last video I'll have until I eventually go back to Japan. But for now, this is my last video talking about this trip. So I'm gonna call it, since I couldn't find the title for this video, I'm gonna call it Journey to Japan, the final episode part 2, since I only did part 1. But this is part 2. Yeah. So basically this video is me summarizing the whole trip, talking about the whole trip as in general, and that's that. So with that said, let's get down to business. Where do I start? I guess I'll start from the first day, from the first part of my trip. When I left to the airport. Okay, I was tired, so I stayed up all night, and it was a crazy day. So I went to the airport, did the thing on the plane. That's the plane ride. Plane ride is alright. Good stuff. Well, not good stuff, it's a plane ride. So it was good. But after the 10-hour plane ride, I reached Japan. My first thoughts were it was very hot, because it really was very hot. Man, it was hot. But that's besides the point. So what I'm trying to say is, Japan's hot. But anyways, after that, I was very confused because this is my first time going abroad. This is the first time traveling by myself and traveling abroad. It was a big step for me, a very big step out of my comfort zone. I was very nervous. Definitely very nervous. I was on edge for like the entire flight. Especially when I had to go through customs. Since it's my first time ever being through customs, I was very nervous. Like, what if I didn't fill this form out right? What if I did something wrong? What if this happens? What if this happens? Like, I was very, very nervous when I was in the airport in Japan. I was like, I didn't expect to have to do anything with filling out papers. I didn't expect to do anything like that. Because I didn't research on that much on traveling alone and traveling abroad. I didn't search up much about that. I was going in kind of blind, so I didn't know I was going to have to fill out some forms. And the fact that I'm lucky I had all the address and stuff on my phone. I didn't even know I was going to have to do a form, so I'm glad I had everything I need to do that form, which honestly, I was like, oh no, what do I write down with the address and stuff? Because I had to write the address down for where I'm going to stay, so I was like, what the frick, okay, what am I going to do, right? So that was really confusing for me. But again, I got through it, as you can tell. I went to Japan, I got through that part. It was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I was like, yeah, you know what? This is good. This is good. It's not that bad. Then after that, I met my guide who guided me to Asagaya and to meet my host mother. Now, I can't say any names. So, but yeah, it was very awkward at first. I was like, hi. Luckily she understood English. It was good. I was like, okay, we're good. I was like, hi. It was very awkward because I do suffer from social anxiety, so meeting people is tough for me. Especially tough for me. Like making phone calls, I'm nervous for phone calls and ordering food or something like that. So it's quite bad. But yes, I met her. It was good, and I talked about this part in the homestay video. So I'm just gonna roll out to my first day at school, because again, yeah, so basically, I was getting new to stuff, right? I had to figure my way out to school on the first day. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about this part in the the school video. The first day, I had to arrive at the school at 9:20. I got there right on time, because I went way earlier too. I was walking in circles for like an hour. I didn't know where I was going, and I couldn't read the goddamn signs. I was like, where do I go? Well, I know what's funny. I figured out where I was. I figured out what was happening. The train station, I had to turn left and go into the shrine place. I turned right. Well, I turned right every single time. I'll be like, let's go back to the train station. I go back there. I'll be like, nah. Even when I walked the right way, I would walk past that part and be like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know, man. I don't know. So like the first day I got lost so many times that day. walking in circles for about an hour looking for the school, but I found it right on time though. Luckily I left early that morning. If I didn't leave early that morning, boy, that would have been terrible. But luckily I made it good. It was fine. Everything was good, right? First day of class. Yo. Very awkward because again, new people, right? New people, which I'm actually, I'm not really close with them, but like they're still my friends. I still talk to them sometimes, you know. But like, so I still consider them my friends. I actually got pretty good. I actually pretty good. Oh, God damn it! I actually got pretty good close to them. Yeah, English. Yeah, English. But yeah, I got close to them when I was in Japan. It was great. I liked it. You know what? Yeah. Right now, since I left, we're not really talking anymore since I'm gone. But you know, that's a given. But yeah, the first day was awkward because again, social anxiety, and the fact that like I had to do all this form signing, all this stuff, right? So it was good. First day of class, I was very excited. I had a very good day of class. Then comes lunchtime. Okay. Yep. I don't think I can talk about lunchtime all that much, but lunchtime, all right. The first lunchtime, I went to the convenience store. I didn't know what to get. I was like, I just got a bag of chips and like Pocky. So I was like, okay, yeah, I know what these are. I know what these are. So I'll eat these. So after a while, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go to a restaurant. That was expensive, so I had to change that up. So then I had to find something to eat in the convenience store. In Canada, we have the Walmart food, right? But again, it sucks, so I didn't want to eat the Walmart food. But one day I heard they were good Walmart food, so I was like, yeah, well, I'm hungry. I've been hearing good things about the Walmart food, so I got it, and luckily it was great. And that's basically what I ate for lunch, basically, kinda. Okay, I'll be honest, I ate out more than I went to those places, but whenever I was low on money, I would always go to the convenience store and get something cheap to eat. But most of the time, I guess I would eat out because, again, restaurants, new food, yeah, great. I shouldn't have done that, but whatever. Anyways, next, okay, so let's talk about the leak. Yeah, this is also, I mentioned it in the homestay video at the end, so if you guys haven't watched the full video, then you guys don't know about it. But again, there's a leak in my room, just in my room at the house I was staying at. There was a leak just in my room. When I mean a leak, it was a freaking giant fucking hole. Giant fucking hole. It was just above my bed too. It got my charger, it got my books. It was just, oh my god. Luckily my Switch, my DS, all that was safe. I was very worried about my Nintendo Switch since it did go wet, but luckily the host mother did grab it and she saved it, so that was very great. I was like, no, please will be okay, because dude, I played that Switch a ton over there, which I'm very grateful I brought that with me. I was good, so I'm glad it didn't break. I was very worried, but one book in particular got wet, really wet, and I was very disappointed for that. So I had to move house, well, for about a week and a half-ish. And yo, I just got used to that house. Well, no, I wasn't even used to that house yet. I was like, okay, yo, I'm still nervous around this house. I'm not used to it yet, you know? So I had to move house and go to a different one. And I was like, okay, yo, I can't handle meeting all these people. Oh, man. But then I sucked it up and everything was fine. And 1 second. My camera's gonna die, so if suddenly the camera turns off, that's why. So I'll continue my story. If it turns off, I'll put my other old videos or my Japan vlogs on in the background of the video. So yeah, if you see that, then the camera will be turned off. I want to finish this video up, so I'm not gonna speed up anything. I'm gonna talk regular because I'm recording my audio on my computer, so it's easier that way. Anyways, so yeah, I had to do a different house, and I was very nervous. For one, the host mother didn't speak any English, and I was very much a beginner at Japanese at that point. I can hold basic conversation, like I know I can answer some of her questions most of the time. I couldn't talk to her, but luckily, she had a grandson who came from America. Because his parents went to America and blah blah blah, he was American. He came down to visit, and he knew English and Japanese fluent, so I was very helpful by that kid. He understood what I was saying, he translated, it was good. So I was happy. If he wasn't there, awkwardness would be ensued. But yeah, it was nice. I had stayed in an attic with no air conditioner in Japan in the summer. Oh man, that was terrible. Okay, yo, that was terrible. But luckily, I opened the windows and stuff. It was okay like that. But again, it was still very hot, and that's like those are the worst sleeps I've had for the longest time. I didn't say anything about it since I didn't want to be rude, since they are giving me a place to stay, roof to sleep under, you know. I didn't want to say anything like that, so I was like, okay, yeah, it's fine, you know, I'm only dying from the heat. But yo, I'm saying this now since I am gone now. I probably won't see them again, sadly, because they were pretty good people to me, and I would like to see them again in the future if I go back to Japan, which I do plan on going back to Japan. Anyways, after that part, I guess I'll go back to the week I was at as a host at this house. So the first week, I had pop culture classes, so they were taking place like Akihabara, Shibuya, which I didn't go to that one, Ikebukuro, you know, all these different places, right? The first week was Akihabara. Yeah. My first time in Akihabara. Damn, man. This was the place I was waiting to go to. I really wanted to go to Akihabara just because I heard so many good things about it, and well, it's anime city, I guess. I don't know, technology anime place, you know. I liked it, as you probably know. That's basically that's like the place I went to the most besides Shinjuku. I went to Shinjuku every morning because school. The place besides Shinjuku and Asagaya, those are the two places that I went to daily because, you know, I live in Asagaya and I went to school in Shinjuku. So Akihabara was the place I would go to because, again, anime and stuff, right? Yeah, I went there a lot. Most of the time I didn't buy anything because I would be like, it's too expensive, I don't want to buy anything. I just go walk around. It's very hot. Very hot. And I've heard it was one of the hottest years too from my host mother, which honestly, I get used to it pretty fast, but again, I'm still gonna complain about it because it was very hot. Anyways, yeah, I just want to talk about that. Again, I went to a maid cafe in Akihabara. I would make this, yeah, I'll make this a separate video. Okay, maybe I'm not done with this trip. I'll talk about the maid cafe because I didn't talk about that yet. So yeah, we'll talk about that in a different video, so I'll gloss over that. So we just looked around, walked around the streets, went up like into like shops and looked around, went to did the stuff on that first day. Basically walked around Akihabara. Yeah. So that's my first time in Akihabara. It was fun actually. Next, let's go to the fourth week. Anything happened on the fourth week? I was basically already adjusted. I was loving Japan by the third week. I was having a fun time. I was the time of my life. Which honestly, this trip was the best trip of my life, best time of my life ever. And why are you doing this, computer? Why is all my equipment having technical difficulties today? Please be recording. Okay, we're good. But yeah, I loved Akihabara. It was great. The third week, fourth week, I was settled in. I was loving it. I would walk around Shinjuku, go to arcades, just do all this different stuff, you know. I would go shopping, go to restaurants, you know, do all this different stuff. So, by the fourth and third week, I was very settled in. Everything was in the regular. The kind of like the touristy mindset was starting to go away. I was like, damn, and there goes my camera. Yay. Okay, well, this switch it. My touristy kind of attitude went away, and I was like, yeah, this is a good country. I'm liking the country, but I started to settle into a routine, because before, for the first 3 weeks, I was going around, you know, walking around the place going everywhere, just walking around, doing touristy stuff, you know, going around places and just doing my thing. But yo, after that, I just started going home and just working on homework, you know, watching YouTube, you know, different stuff. You have going into my daily habits, if you will. But I wish I didn't do that. I wish I was still acting all touristy, going around different places. I did have plans to go to Osaka one weekend, but then there was like a big storm. Was it like a typhoon? I think it was called typhoon. It was pretty bad, and people were calling it typhoon. So I'm pretty sure it's typhoon that one weekend. And if any of my friends are watching this video, because I'm pretty sure some of them on my YouTube channel, was that a typhoon that that one weekend? I think there was a typhoon that. I was going to go to Osaka, but the weather was bad and I just couldn't go, so I just didn't go, and that was sad because I wanted to go to Osaka. I wanted to go be more of a tourist, but no, I stayed home and did nothing inside all day, or I'll go to school, come back, you know. Yeah. But next, I guess we'll talk about my final thoughts on the final week of school. And that week, if you guys watched my Japan vlog, which I'm pretty sure most of my audience has, you probably know my final thoughts. That week I was like, I don't want to leave yet, you know, because it was like my last 5 days at school. I was gonna miss my friends, you know. Everything was just, my thoughts were, I don't want to leave yet, you know. So it was like, let's make this a bit longer. Let's not leave yet. So the fun week happened again. Everything was great, besides the fact that I failed my test for freaking. Oh man, the test that I failed was a big test. Okay, it was a test for like, if you fail it, you get moved back a couple weeks. If you pass, you stay with your class. And you know, the test was on everything we learned so far, and I failed it. I cracked under the pressure, which is why I'm not good with tests. Frick, I crack under pressure. That's a big thing with me. I'll crack extremely hard under pressure. It's a big thing. That's why in some video games, when the pressure gets high, I'm just like, I immediately crack. That's why if I fail, like say on a rhythm game, for example, if I fail one time, if I miss a thing, I'll start panicking and just trying to get back. I'll crack under pressure. That's why I'm not good with tests. I studied a lot for that test too, actually. Like, I went back through all over until you read most of it. I was like, I got the grip of this now. I got a grip of it. And when that test came on, yo, I was blank. I was like, yo, I don't know anything anymore. I blanked out. I was like, oh no, why? That was terrible though, man. That was Monday, the beginning of my last week, you know, moved to a different class. But you know what? I didn't mind that new class. It was a good class, like, honestly. It was good being one of the guys who knew everything was going on in that class, so I didn't know what was happening in that class. Like, I knew what part they were at, I knew what was happening, I knew what they were teaching me. I knew it all already, pretty much, except for some things, directions and stuff like that. Like, down, up, you know, around, you know. So it's like, that stuff I was still kind of iffy on, so that was great to go back and review. But most of the stuff I knew that they were teaching me, so I was, yeah, I know this stuff, man. But what's basically after that, nothing really happened in the 5th week except for my graduation, which honestly, yo, my graduation, okay, yo, I didn't have a speech, and like, oh man, okay. Well, like, my speech basically went like this. It was like, konnichiwa, sayonara. that was it, you know. I said hi, then bye. But then again, I did crack under the pressure again. I crack under pressure a ton. Anyways, that basically sums up the trip. Again, that last day, I was like, okay, yeah. Now we're going to the last day, which honestly isn't a vlog. I'm gonna talk about it more since I didn't record it all. So the last day was basically me and my friend, after this pop culture class we had, went out. We were going to see the Macadamia 2 Heroes movie, which again, great movie. I made a video on it when I came back from Japan. It was like the second video I made when I came back. Great movie, really solid movie. I can't have people to see it. You're gonna have to see it. I'm sorry if you watched that video, but I did say it was spoilers. Big amount of spoilers for that video. Great movie though. I can't wait to see it when it gets to like the English sub or the English dub. You know, I can't wait to see it when it's like that. I'm excited to see it with subtitles. Even though I've already seen it in Japanese. Okay. So yeah, basically what we did that day, we went to eat dinner. We went to the arcade for like a long time actually. We went to Animate store. Then we went to see the movie. That was basically like after that day. That was that. Went home, you know, clean up the room, did all the stuff I need to do in the morning, clean up everything, pack. But what was going through my mind then is I didn't want to leave. I was like, come on, man. I still got lots of days on my visa, my tourist visa. I had like 90 days. I had like another month. I was like, why can't I just stay longer, you know? Those thoughts in my mind all the way up till I got to Canada, and I was still wanted to be there. And it was also very convenient when I left, because like at the train station, I was going to go to the train station. Everybody I stayed with, my first host family mother, my second host family mother, and the translator kid I was talking about. Everybody that I was kind of close with in Japan happened to be at the station when I was there. When I was going off on the train. Everyone happened to be there. That was so much of a coincidence. I was like, oh man, it's already difficult enough for me to leave this country. I didn't want to leave. And then being there, dude, it was like, dude, the proper send-off. I was like, this is a big coincidence. I was happy though. It was great that they were all there. Like, honestly, it was great. Then we went on the train, you know, did all that stuff. Had trouble at the airport a little bit. I was like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. But I figured it out. It was fine. Yeah, and that's basically sums up the trip, you know. Honestly, my thoughts on this trip was it was the best trip of my life. It was the best experience I've had this far. Let's be honest, I didn't travel. That's the farthest I've ever traveled. The farthest I traveled before that was like freaking Regina and Saskatchewan. Yeah, that's not that far. So, dude, it was not that far. Then went all the way to Japan after that. You know, that was far. It was a trip I planned out for like a year. And I was like, okay, you know what? At first I was like, this is not gonna come that fast. But dude, when I blinked and it was there, and I was like happy. It was probably my happiest time of my life, if you want to be example. I made lots of friends. It was great. I made a ton of friends. If you guys are watching this, thanks for being my friend, man. Thanks for being my friend. It's great not being a loner in Japan. But you know, that was the first time I ever thought school was fun. Well, besides in grade 8 too, that was also a year. That was fun. But that's besides the point. And yeah, overall, best experience, best trip of my life so far, and it'd be cool if I could do it over again. This wraps up this chapter of my life. You know, before school started, I didn't want to make this video just to move on from it and get ready for it to go back to Japan, because this set my life on track to wanting to move to Japan in the future. That's my plan now. Like, that's what I want to do. It's my goal is to one day move to Japan and live there, hopefully permanently. Because I liked it when I was there. I had fun. You know, I liked it. Good impressions all around. And honestly, it's more convenient for me. Yeah. Well, because I live in the city and yeah. So, everyone who is in Japan, all my friends, host family, thanks for being my friend, thanks for letting me stay with you, thanks for everything that happened there, and hopefully one day I'll see you again in the future. Yeah. Best trip of my life. It was great. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for future uploads to be notified for them. Go to my Twitter, because again, I do post a little bit more on there now besides my update for my videos. I do type in my thoughts, give updates, and I got a haircut, as you can probably see, or I guess you've seen earlier. Yeah. It's great. Can't wait to go back.